Big Red Weekly. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so please subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. I thought I'd start off with some music to intro my video because obviously I don't plan on making money on this video, so why not just use a copyrighted song? So let's get into this video. I did no prior research to this video. I don't even know if this would even work, but let's talk about it. Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons to the Golden State Warriors. Now, obviously, Kawhi Leonard's a free agent. The Warriors technically could sign him, and then the Warriors could get Ben Simmons via a trade with the 76ers. Now, again, I don't know exactly how this would work because Ben Simmons makes $29 million a year. Andrew Wiggins makes $31 million a year, which he would be one of the guys that I would in Golden State trade to get Ben Simmons. James Wiseman's a young guy, so maybe the 76ers would like him. The only problem with that is the 76ers signed Draymond Green to a one-year deal. So I don't know how that would really work, but I don't know. I'm sure they could figure it out though. But what would a lineup of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, and Draymond Green look like? Because obviously Draymond can play that small ball five, and even a little bit bigger guys, you could probably throw Ben Simmons on. Now, Ben Simmons isn't going to always guard, big centers, obviously like his teammate Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic. You would probably still put maybe Draymond on him, but again, that's kind of a mismatch. You still don't want Draymond on. They're a little bit too big for Draymond to be super effective, in my opinion. But it's an interesting lineup nonetheless. Obviously, you have such great shooters in Steph and Klay, arguably the two best shooters in NBA history. What do you do when you have Ben Simmons? Now, obviously, a Ben Simmons to the Warriors is already pretty likely, so I don't feel like that's totally stretching it. But how does that kind of pick and roll look like? Obviously, you could have Ben Simmons have the ball, initiate the pick and roll, have Steph or Klay come, set the screen. Ben Simmons comes off, trying to go straight to the rack. Ben Simmons still needs a mid-range shot for that to really totally work, because then he could just take 1-2 dribbles into the paint or inside the three-point line, just pull up and either hit it or maybe in and out, all the way to the left, or if he comes off the right, he's probably going to be coming off the left because he is left-handed. And then you have either Steph Curry or Klay Thompson there to just pop out for a three. And obviously, if there's no communication on that kind of pick and roll, Steph or Klay might be either open all the time or miscommunication. Ben Simmons can go all the way to the rack. And even if a big steps up or someone else comes out to help, Ben Simmons is obviously a fantastic passer. He's going to find the open man, and it's going to be cash money all day. Obviously, the only problem with a Draymond Green and Ben Simmons front court is that obviously they don't shoot, and obviously you're kind of hoping for Ben Simmons to be a bit more confident going into this season. He has not had any contact with his 76ers teammates. I hope that means that he did not play for the Australian team this Olympics, so you're hoping that he's really just cracking down and working on his skill development, which honestly his skill development does not need work done. He just needs to put up literally 10,000 shots a day. Don't work on ball handling, don't work on your passing, just stay conditioned and put up shots. That's literally all Ben Simmons needs to do. He just needs to be confident. He does not have to shoot the three. I don't care what anybody has to say, he does not have to shoot the three. If he can shoot anywhere from 15 to 17, or probably a little further, but anywhere from 15 to 20 feet, that is perfect. There's no reason for him to have to shoot any farther than that. Because I think the three-point line in the NBA is 22, 23 feet, somewhere in there, feet away. So you just get a nice little mid-range shot. You pulling up, if he can be efficient at that, and let's just throw out a number. If he was hitting in 43% from there, I think that would suffice. Obviously, that's not the most efficient, but if he can at least be a threat, he'd probably need to be closer to 45 for him to be a true threat, because I think guys will still slack off of him because they're not respecting him because obviously they know his past. But it's definitely possible. But you're hoping that Ben Simmons is working on this offseason. Draymond Green, it's obviously proven effective because Steph and Clay are such great shooters that he can just catch, and even if nobody respects his shot, he'll pass it anyway. He's always just going to make the right basketball play, and Draymond's obviously never really focused on the offensive end that much besides the playmaking. Obviously, that does count on the offensive side, but he's more of a, I don't want to say a glorified role player, but he does all the little things, unfortunately, that a role player would do. He plays tough-nosed defense or hard-nosed defense, whatever. And he rebounds, he moves the ball, he initiates the offense. He's that guy, but he just does everything at such a high level that you have to respect everything that he does good. Now it's kind of a weird situation because Ben Simmons is kind of in that similar role, but he is expected to do more on offense where Draymond is not. So I don't know if that's more forcing Ben Simmons, if we're kind of forcing Ben Simmons to be, this great all-star, maybe superstar player. Maybe he's just not built for that. Obviously, he can be. He's got the skills to do it. He scored 42 points earlier this season. I don't remember who it was against. I think it was maybe Denver. I don't know why Denver sounds right. No, it was the Jazz, I think, because I think he did it on Rudy Gobert. I think it was the Jazz he did it on. So, obviously, Ben Simmons is capable of this, but I think he'd be fine in that kind of setting. Now, again, let's talk about Kawhi coming there. I don't think that part's as likely, but what's the fun of this video if you're not kind of thinking a little bit hypothetically? Kawhi Leonard obviously brings defense. Now, he's not the defender he once was, but he is still a really good defender, so nonetheless, and when he wants to, I think he's a great defender when he wants to. He just doesn't really care anymore, and I think, I don't feel like that gets talked about enough either, but because we kind of still hold Kawhi Leonard to this Defensive Player of the Year status defender still, but he can shoot the three. He's a mid-range specialist. He slashes. He can go to the rim. There's virtually no weaknesses in his game, so he'll fit. He would kind of have to quit his ISO play a little bit, but I think within the Warriors system, if he goes there for that reason, I think he'll be fine. I don't think he'll fight too much to be the guy. I think he'll be fine in the move and just screen cut, move and just move when you don't have the ball. I think he'd be fine in that because he can catch and shoot, take you off the dribble, whatever you have to do. So I think that starting five, while their bench would kind of suffer because they got like Damian Lee, who else? I don't even know who the Warriors even have on their bench. Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, Gary Payton II. Eric Pascal. These guys, they're fine, and they would work, as the bench unit just because that starting five would be so good. But they would definitely be towards the top of the West. Once again, I didn't do any research for this video, so I don't think this is realistically going to happen. Kawhi Leonard, I don't think is going to go to the Warriors. He's expected to stay with the Clippers, but you never know. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Leave a like on the video. Share this video and all my other videos before this. You never know who's going to see them. And like I said before, I'm looking to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so I'm only at 26. So share. I know I keep repeating it, but please share the video. I don't know what else to say, so I'll see y'all next time. Adios.